Hey, how's everyone's Wednesday? Mine has been it hasn't gone the way that I wanted it to. I wanted to be at the Hive, having so much fun working there today, but the weather, never mind. I'm over it. It's all good. I wanted to show some exercises. So if you're intrigued by the title, hey everyone, I see a few people coming on. Hey Trina, Malachi, Juliet. If you're intrigued by the title, basically, I got a pretty good booty. You know, I'm not gonna be arrogant about it, but that's the fact of the matter. I was slightly blessed with good genes, but I also work hard for this booty. And I want to teach you how to do that. So my foundation is doing basic body movements that you can incorporate throughout your day whenever you feel like doing it. Brushing your teeth, working on your bum, whenever you feel like it's the most convenient for you. It doesn't have to be long sweat, all these hours at the gym. I did that before. It gave me the same results. So basically you can do it at your own pace. It really is about working smarter instead of working harder. So if you know what muscles to utilize when you're working out, then it's going to be a lot easier. You're going to use the right muscles, you're going to strengthen the right muscles, and then you're going to have that nice muscular definition in those muscles. So the glutes are comprised of quite a few different muscles, and the main ones are the glute max, which is the big one, the glute med, and the glute min, which rotate your hips out and in. So those are very important. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of other little muscles. You've probably heard the word piriformis thrown around a little bit too. So it's yeah, that's an important one for internal external rotation as well. So I know that our time is valuable, and we have limited amounts of time, and you're probably just getting ready for lunch, so you're probably really excited. You want to hurry up and hear what I have to say and then go eat your lunch, because that's the best part of the day sometimes when you're having a crappy day. So there's 3 exercises that I do every day. It only takes me 5 minutes a day to do these. So you can do them too, and again, do them whenever you want. The 3 are engaging the glute max, the big one, engaging the glute med, and engaging the glute min. So the glute min is kind of at the front of the hips, glute med is around the side, and then the glute max is here. So as I said before, the first one that I want you to do is just squeezing your bum and externally rotating your hips. So that's a pretty easy one. It's the best thing you'll ever do for yourself and to remove any low back pain if you have to. Glute exercises are like the foundation, the basis of relieving low back pain. So the more that you have external, internal rotation of your hips, the better off you're going to be in life and healing and living pain-free. So basically all you do is you just squeeze here, and then you're going to externally rotate your hips without even really doing anything. So you're just squeezing your bum, and that's externally rotating your hips. So really I'm doing nothing in my core, I'm doing nothing in my legs, my shoulders are relaxed. I'm just squeezing here, and that's externally rotating my hips. So I'll do it again from the front. So my hips are naturally just moving. So you can even see with my hands there. So that's going to engage the glute med and really just help externally rotate your hips. So you can do that anytime. You can have a conversation and be really bored with what that person has to say, and then just start doing your rotations. Who cares if anyone sees you and they think you're weird? Whatever, you're gonna have a super sweet butt after this anyway, so doesn't matter. So the second one is, actually I want to see who's here. Hey everyone! I want to wave. That's fun. I waved at Corey. Hi, Corey. So the first one is that external rotation. And the second one that I do all the time, and it helps to level off your hips, is the glute med exercise. So if your hips are off like this, then that means that one of your glute med muscles is either too tight or too loose. So you actually want your hips completely level as much as possible. So this is where my hip bones are. So you can see that that's a pretty good job. Some people are like this, and they have one hip that comes forward more or back. So you want to make sure as much as possible while you're doing this exercise and just day-to-day life that your hips are neutral and level. So with this exercise, you're going to stand on one foot. You're going to externally rotate your hip. So you can even do that first. Externally rotate, pick up one leg, and you're going to squeeze right here. So you're going to squeeze that glute med. So you can almost see when I do it. You can hang on to something if you feel like you're struggling and you're going to fall over. So externally rotate, pick up the leg, and you're just going to do the smallest little movement here. You're not going to bring the leg up all the way because that starts to round the hip forward and engage the low back. So rotating, and then just a small little movement here. So you'll be able to feel it right there, and you may not be able to do very many because it's such a small little muscle, and a lot of people have trouble externally rotating their hips. So you might gas out, you might be really tired after just doing that one little exercise. So again, I'll show you. So rotate your hips, pick up your foot, and squeeze. So you do that on that side, and then you go and you do it on the other side as well. So that, again, like I usually just do that one while I'm brushing my teeth, or a show has caught my eye, then I just do a couple of those. And that's, again, going to help relax your low back. So it's going to take away pain, and it's going to give you a nice booty, because hello, and even guys, like you can do this too. It's totally up to you. I just know the ladies like the nice bums. So that's number 2. So again, number 1 was just learning how to externally rotate. You're going to get that brain-body connection and learn how to really just engage your core, engage your hips, like learn how to move and get a bit more flexible. Number 2 was that glute med. So remember, you want your hips level. You're going to rotate and then just pick up your foot just gently, just lightly. You don't want to be doing this because you're not engaging that glute. You're starting to engage up here and more hamstring. So who else is here? Hi, Sam. Hi, Carolyn. Yeah, so that was number 2. Number 3 is the glute max. So this one, I like to hang on to something because I don't want to fall over. So just hang on here. But you're engaging that big meaty part of the glute max. And what you want to do is you actually want to bend up your foot. I'm obviously doing it a little too much, but bending your knee, and you're going to push back. So you see how that's engaging here. And what you want to do too is, again, keeping your hips neutral and level as much as possible. They're basically like, oh, I guess you can't see my face. They're basically like kickbacks. So I'm sure you've done those before, but ensuring that your back is nice and straight and level hips, like I was saying before. You're gonna squeeze and engage that glute max. So remember, my foot's up here. I know you can't see it, but just bend your knee very mildly, I guess is what I want to say. Like, don't like bend it right up like that, but bend it just enough that it's almost like you're a horse and you're kicking back. So ensuring you're using that glute muscle. So with that one, you want to make sure that you have that mind-body connection as well, because you might not be able to totally feel that. If your hip is too high, that means all of the energy and all of the tension is here. So ensuring the hip is nice and level, you'll be able to start to engage that glute max. Another way that I teach others is through doing like a simulated deadlift. So you don't actually have any weight, because a lot of the things that I do and I teach are getting that mind-body connection and just doing very basic foundational workouts to, as I said before, train smarter and not harder. So you want to, have a workout, but you don't want to be utilizing all the wrong muscles. So what else I teach too is just ensuring that your spine is level and neutral, your hips are neutral, and you're pulling in your core. You're getting that TVA, that transverse abdominis, which is the tightest, or the muscle that's closest to your spine. You want to engage that. So it's basically just a very small movement. You're just going to act like you're bending over and you're going to grab something, and then standing up. But you want to feel it all here, all in that glute max. You don't want to feel it in your low back. You don't want to feel it in your upper back. You don't want to feel it necessarily just in your legs, but you want to feel it in your glutes. So there you go. I actually gave you 4 instead of 3. So take that. Let's see how it goes. I think this live will go through my stories or on my Facebook. I can't remember. Anyway, and let me know if you want this too. I can send it to you. I'm happy to see there's so many people here. Hi! I hope I've given you a little bit of entertainment over lunchtime, and you have something to talk about with other people if you want. And this is the stuff that I teach. So a program that I have going on right now for starting March 1st, it's in 90 days. It's all about how to do different exercises like this in your own home. You don't have to spend hours doing workouts. You don't even have to really know what you're doing. If you've never worked out before, this is the program for you. Obviously, people think, oh, I need to have some workout background, but the reality is this stuff is all stuff that I would teach someone who's never worked out before. My story began where I never worked out. I was never active as a kid, so I had like that skinny fat body, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I had multiple injuries with trainers, and I went from one to the next, and I had to just start doing it myself because my trust level was like not high. So this is how I figured it all out. I just understand with the massage background too how it all works, and yeah, just engaging all of the proper muscles instead of engaging every muscle. Like, you just have to do small things. It's not even exhausting. It's kind of fun, actually. And the program goes over workout plans and meal plans and what to eat and how to meditate and take time for yourself and develop more self-confidence and people-pleasing, all that guilty shit. Kind of, we let go of that and work on the mind, body, spirit. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. I would love to teach you and give you more information on that too. So, hi Sabrina! Nice muscles. Thanks Malachi. Thanks everyone for watching. And yeah, if you want to see more, just let me know. I always love to teach. So, have a nice day. Stay